Delete.
Your email has arrived.
Bastard.
Your email has arrived.
Hello?
Oh, you've obviously found a cure for your insomnia. You mind sharing it with...
Is this how you get your rocks off?
You don't have to be rude. Is there any way to treat an old friend?
A man of your stature, reduced to sending emails and playing phone pranks in the middle of the night?
I like a girl with moxie.
You know, the Bureau's closing in on you.
Oh, please. Moxie's one thing, but please don't insult my intelligence. Yes, the lights are burning at the Bureau, but not because they have a clue about where I am. They're just trying to figure out how to spin my disappearance.
All this energy, just to harass me. You're flattering yourself if you think you'll be able to completely slip under their radar.
I built the radar system that snared the most organized of criminals. From Brooklyn to Beverly Hills. I built it. And I sure as hell can avoid it. And don't just call it harassment. You have reduced my life to rubble. Don't sell yourself short. You deserve the effort it will take to turn your life into a nightmare. But it won't all be work. I expect to derive a certain amount of yucks from it. Which is more than I can say for you, considering the, particularly disturbing nature of the case you're about to receive.
What case?
Give the man my best.
Hello.
Rachel, Atlanta Homicide has a situation the likes of which I've never heard.
Bailey Marks is on the other line.
We have a trap and trace on your phone. Keep him talking, Rachel.
Right. Does Marks know about the murder because he committed it? He's a fugitive, Bailey. He's out of the Bureau's information list.
He's never been more connected, and he wants you to know it. Still getting emails?
Yeah.
How many?
Average 3 a day.
Your place is now under 24/7 surveillance. We've authorized overtime for the field office, and the Atlanta PD has a full description of Marks, license plates.
Bailey, this is not about a physical confrontation. We were nose to nose the other night at my apartment. This is about a psychological intimidation and an emotional...
This is about the fact that Joe Marks is insane. For years, some of us suspected it, but we looked the other way because his insanity was directed at the bad guys.
He's not going to make me run, Bailey. He's not going to force me into hiding.
He doesn't want you to hide. He Seeing you in torment is the whole point, Rachel.
Ever seen a disemboweled body in a grand piano? Lungs, heart, stomach, the work's all gone.
Had to have been done elsewhere, or there'd be an abundance of tissue and blood.
Based on the clean and steady incisions and hoping that there is a God in heaven, the evisceration was done post-mortem.
We're assuming ligature strangulation.
Whoever did it might have wanted to sell the merchandise, a harvest of vital organs.
Now, if this was for commerce, the body would have been left at the site of the murder. The killer probably kept the organs as souvenirs, or maybe even for a sacrificial ritual.
Olivia Wade, 22, concert pianist. Child prodigy. Mother and stepfather toured the Southeastern Classical String and Piano Quartet. She gave lessons at the academy to pick up extra money.
What?
Well, even if the killer brought her here in the middle of the night, he still took one hell of a chance of being detected.
Yeah, but it was essential to bring her here. I mean, she taught here, she practiced here. This place has significance for her. And for him.
I don't know who that would be.
Someone who purported to be one of her friends. Maybe one of her students here at the academy.
We may be looking for someone who might have belonged to a ritualistic group. Some sort of cult.
Olivia would never associate with cultists. She was disciplined, intelligent. The piano was her life. She loved it.
She never discussed her friends with me.
You're her mother and you know nothing about them?
Olivia was a 22-year-old woman.
Who still lived with you and her stepfather.
Which we encouraged.
Why, Mr. Wade?
So she could concentrate on music without the distraction of having a place of her own to maintain. A gift like Olivia's comes along rarely. It has to be nurtured.
Would you mind if I looked through Olivia's things?
At our home?
I've seen more emotion at high tea. You'd think Olivia was a perfect stranger.
Maybe she was.
The aura will inform my music and define its level.
Let me inform you and define this. We had a crime scene here.
A collection of navel rings tucked away in her drawer. Was she planning a rebellion against them, against the life that she'd been living? Is that what the rings were about?
Maybe she'd just like the look.
If she was about to reject them, she might have been searching for an identity of her own, making her more vulnerable to the influence of cultists. Any recent evidence of cult activity along these lines? Maybe with a precursor of animal mutilations?
Closest I can come up with is this. In '96, 2 murder victims in Kentucky were drained of blood, their body parts taken by a group called the Vampire Clan. But, you know, any nutball around here could have easily become aware. Stories about the clan are all over the internet.
God bless the internet. Malone. Yeah. Atlanta homicide found what they think is a sacrifice by fire in Fraser Park.
Looks to me like the lining of a stomach. DNA will tell me if it belonged to Olivia.
The return of the soul to heaven through a Viking funeral. Marx was a student of mythology. Nordic legend, fascination with human sacrifice.
And at the same time, I'm leading us in the direction of a cult. I'm getting the sense that there's something, I don't know, tender about this killing. We got disemboweled victims, we got human remains sacrificed in the woods. And I'm thinking tender.
Trust your instincts, Rachel, as we have. Just because your focus has been interrupted.
This has nothing to do with Marx. All right? I don't want to hear about Marx.
I was going to suggest you keep on trusting them. Despite Marx.
dead. I'm like tripping.
Well, if your names are on page after page of her date book, seems like you're pretty good friends.
Yeah, since high school.
We hung, you know.
I'm like tripping. You got a job?
I'm a performance artist.
Just like Karen Finley smears chocolate on herself, does that bit with the golf balls? What about Olivia's parents?
Really weird, you know. Especially that Daniel.
Yeah, according to him, nothing she did was ever good enough.
You know, he was always staring down my shirt.
That bothered you. So this was before you became a performance artist. Was there ever any trouble between Olivia and Daniel? Same kind of trouble you had with him?
So he forced himself on Olivia?
They wouldn't confirm or deny, and all they'd say was Olivia hated her parents, hated the piano.
Daniel said she loved it.
My folks said I liked being an altar boy. They weren't lying, just clueless. What is it, Marks? We got agents outside, watching the building. Marks can't get in.
You've reached 555-0118. Leave a message and I'll get back to you.
This is the phone company. Your service has been restored, and we do apologize for any inconvenience.
Wait, hello? When was my service interrupted? Could you give me your name and number in case of any further problems? Okay, thank you.
Who'd you get when you called back?
The phone company. There really was a disruption in the service. Could Marks have orchestrated that? Why would he cut off the line of communication? He wouldn't, would he? So proud of how I'm handling this.
If I could draw him out, make him come after me, I'd do it in a heartbeat. What do you have, Gracie?
Olivia's death was caused by strangulation. The disembowelment definitely post-mortem. And the stomach tissue we found in the woods belonged to her.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not finished. There was residual tissue in her abdominal cavity. Placenta. Her heart and her lungs weren't the only things that were taken. So was her baby. According to the age of the placenta, the baby was at term or close to it.
The incisions were clean and steady. The killer must have known she was pregnant. Took care not to hurt the baby.
Maybe the baby's still alive. Maybe the purpose was to possess the baby.
Can I ask why we're speed walking?
The guy who killed Olivia and took the baby did so to hide the fact that she was pregnant.
Why? Because he was responsible for the pregnancy?
She ended up paying for his jollies. I'm saying she was killed to cover the pregnancy, and the evisceration is a ploy to put us on the trail of some loony cult.
If that's true, then the baby's probably
Dead.
There were no bones at the site where the organs were burned.
So he didn't burn it.
We don't know that it's dead. And until we do, there is just as much reason for us to believe that it is still alive.
I realize you have this whole maternity thing going on.
John, you are an ass.
Hold it. As far as the baby's concerned, there are two obvious possibilities. And therefore two distinctly different profiles of Olivia's killer. Let's get to them.
Straight ahead.
What can I do to help you?
Did you bring the information? Uh-uh. Straight ahead.
Yes, I brought it.
Then you've helped me.
How long do you have to stay under?
Till a new regime recognizes the contributions of soldiers like us and understands that in our business, the ends truly do justify the means.
I admire you.
I know. What time is your flight, Kim?
7:30 tomorrow night.
Contact our friends when you land. They'll have your money, and they'll get word to me that you arrived safely. Have a good trip.
healing easier.
For whom? I always wondered if you were jealous of her talent, of the natural grace with which she played.
I played a larger role than you did to ensure her gift would be developed. Do you believe I killed her?
I believe you killed the joy in her.
Since we have no answer to the question of the baby's fate, let's examine both alternatives.
Well, assuming that the baby's alive, could mean that the killer's a woman. A woman that's so desperate to have a child.
That she cut one out of another woman's womb. There are easier, more legitimate ways to go about it.
Yes, but what if all the possibilities were exhausted? If a woman did do this, she probably failed every psychological exam given by an adoption agency.
Let's work it. A woman, possibly one of Olivia's music students, who has a history of failed attempts to become pregnant, series of in vitro procedures, adoptions for which she's been deemed unacceptable.
She was pregnant and nobody knew it. The most logical explanation is that a male strangled her and took the baby. Buried it, put it in cold storage. You have to say to yourself, who has the most to lose if the living proof of your sexual indiscretion never saw the light of day?
It's impossible. Living in this house, how could she keep something like that from us?
It was medically proven, Mr. Wade.
I guess I had noticed she'd gained a little weight. I said that it suited her, gave her more of a figure.
I understand how something like this could happen, Mr. Wade. She was an attractive young woman. According to travel records, Mrs. Wade was in New York 8 months ago. She attended a 2-week seminar at Juilliard, leaving you alone with your stepdaughter. Was a mistake, an indiscretion you thought never would become known.
This is ridiculous. I did not have an affair with Olivia, and I won't be subjected to...
My husband is incapable of any of the things that you're implying.
And to prove it, I will voluntarily submit myself to a DNA test.
We don't have the baby or its remains. Without something to match to a sample from you would be useless. I'll have to ask you not to leave town for the next few days.
The funeral is on Wednesday, and then we have a series of concerts, and...
So far, no students or associates of Olivia's who've gone through failed in vitro procedures or adoptions.
Rachel's talking to Olivia's best friend. Maybe she can get more out of her than John could.
Wrong. Alexandra seemed as shocked to hear about the pregnancy as Anne and Daniel did.
I spoke to the deputy director. The Bureau's elevating the search for Joe Marks to task force level. That's a good thing.
It's just the nurturing aspect of this thing that's driving me nuts. I mean, if Daniel did have sex with her, nurturing would be the last thing on his mind.
We're telling him.
Yeah, but a woman as the killer.
Nothing yet?
I mean, the psychology fits with that of a nurturer. But to go to the extreme of killing Olivia and stealing her baby, it just flies in the face of every nurturing instinct I've ever seen.
What is this? You have no right to be following me. I've committed no crime.
Open the box.
You have no right to be looking in there. That's personal property. It belongs to me.
Starting to appreciate the spontaneity of our relationship. It's what the third Mrs. Marks found most appealing about me.
I heard you were having some trouble.
Box of sheet music?
Yeah. He said he needed to practice for a tour they're doing next month.
You know, the more I get into this, the more I have to believe that a woman is behind this. And the baby's alive.
What are the odds of a newborn being able to survive?
If she wanted the baby enough to kill to get it, we have to believe that she's caring for it.
Unless the realities of motherhood are more than a fantasy's bargained for.
Well, Bailey, you said that I should trust my instincts.
I'll have George keep checking.
Thank you for not telling him I was here.
Yeah, well, I know that much about you. You said that when you came back, you were going to tell me everything.
When the time is right.
How did you find out about my troubles with Joel Marks?
If you knew enough not to tell Bailey I was here, you know enough not to ask me that question. Now, who do you think broke in here and stole the tape that ended Marks's career at the Bureau? Who would want to see him destroyed?
Who wouldn't? I mean, Mark's enemies, they run the gamut from bad guys he prosecuted to people in the Bureau he pissed off.
Criminals expect to be prosecuted. That's business. But enemies he made when he was on the inside, careers he derailed, wives he slept with, that's personal. I had to find out the security leak at the VCTF. Someone who knew that tape was here and broke in. Are you all right? It's okay.
I can't believe you came back to help me.
If I told you I was just in the neighborhood, would you believe me? Look, the reason that I know things that Bailey doesn't is because I have the ability to go places he can't. That's why it's very important he doesn't know I'm here to help you. You don't have a handle on your emotions right now.
Does that matter?
far as we know, Olivia had no boyfriends, no one-night stands.
Have you checked credit card records?
No, not yet, Rachel. We're pretty heavy into looking for in vitro procedures.
You know, excessive spending in stores that specialize in baby clothes, accessories.
Louise Bryce, 23, took piano from Olivia for 2 years, on and off. Court stenographer, single. Credit cards are maxed. She may never get out of debt.
She seems too young to be so desperate for motherhood.
Justine Massey, she's 41. She made 4 purchases at a store called Baby Love last month alone, amounting to $1,200.
No children of her own?
3 nephews, as far as I can see.
Single woman, desperate for a child. She waits. She plans.
Over the last 4 years, purchases at baby stores have amounted to almost $17K.
We didn't spend that much on my 2 daughters combined.
What, George?
Just last month, she moved. From a 1-bedroom apartment, she rented a 2-bedroom house on half an acre.
With a significantly better school district?
Yeah, Collier Hills.
I want units prepared to roll to 117 Franklin Lane, Collier Hills. We may have a kidnap victim at that location. Newborn baby. Safety is priority 1.
You know, this search would have taken a lot longer if Kim Doyle hadn't dumped a lot of useless files, cleared up some memory. Housekeeping was never my strong suit, as you know. You've seen my apartment.
I've never been to Seattle. I look forward to it, though, in spite of the rain. They have an opening in their field office, and I am getting tired of being on the road. And I have family in San Francisco. Well, that's a short hop. As it is now, I only get to see him once a year, if I'm lucky. You start getting older, and once a year for family just isn't good enough. Do you have family, Agent Sills?
Yes. Wife and twin sons.
Oh, how old are they?
They're almost 6.
Oh, bless their hearts.
Well, there you go. Your computer's been swept, and it's now ready for transfer. I just need a signature. Enjoy Seattle.
Enjoy your twins.
Miss Massey. Miss Massey. Open the door.
Sir, we've got the battering ram in the car.
That's the best place for it. John.
Miss Massey. Justine. Justine.
You wake her. Isn't she adorable?
Maybe I believed the baby was alive because I wanted the baby to be alive.
We don't know for sure it isn't.
But if it isn't, Daniel Wade becomes our prime suspect again. You know, you've been saying the killer's a woman. What about Ann Wade? She might be angry at her husband for even the idea he slept with Olivia.
Or she's angry at Olivia for possibly taking the husband's affections.
Someone as emotionally repressed as Anne, she's more likely to take her anger out on her husband than her daughter.
I made copies of the sheet music he was taking from storage.
Sign a waiver?
We bonded. Here's a ditty, authored by Daniel Wade, entitled Dream Lover. You're mine, if only in my dream, when love, as real as it can ever seem, when I can touch you, Olivia, my child, In perfect truth when love is not defiled.
Sounds like Barry Manilow.
This sounds like a man that's in love, not a man looking for a quick score.
You're thinking he wouldn't try to kill the baby to hide his involvement. Live, he'd want to see it. Sooner or later, he's going to lead us to it.
Well, Lydia's funeral's tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. The emotional fallout from the funeral could mean that he wants to see the baby as soon as possible. Hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
Just doing a little tinkering here.
How did you get so good at this?
Something I sort of picked up along the way. Where's Longley?
Right. I haven't gotten one email since you showed up. Mark's used to send me 3 a day.
Imagine that. Where's Longley?
Longley. Gosh, the only Longley I know is an abandoned sanitarium on the northwest section. Why?
Well, I intercepted a message to Kim Doyle. It says that she's going to meet the Yankee Clipper at 10:30 tonight at Longley. Now, I can only assume that the Yankee Clipper is some kind of code name, and he doesn't want Marks to know what's going on.
The Yankee Clipper must be behind the operation to destroy Marks. Find out who that code name belongs to. We'll find out who broke in my house and stole that tape.
Hey, watch out. It's Kim Doyle.
Oh, my God. Cover her face.
She said she was looking forward to going to Seattle, that she wanted to be close to her family.
This wasn't suicide. I'll call it in.
The Yankee Clipper employed her to find out about that tape. Then he killed her. You deal with dangerous people.
As dangerous as the people you're running from.
We have all interested under surveillance, and we're running place on all the attendees at the funeral.
10-4. All units maintain position.
Rachel Burke.
Till now, I never realized just how hard you work. Think the Bureau realizes what a bargain it's getting?
The Bureau can go straight to hell.
Harsh words. Care to discuss the problem?
Not with you.
Oh, you'll feel better, I promise.
An employee of the VCTF was compromised and killed. Kim Doyle.
Don't recognize that name.
She was mid-level, the kind you never associate with. She was an innocent.
Well, then, she was in the wrong business.
You promised I'd feel better.
War is the death of innocence, Agent Burke. And this is war.
Eternal God, maker of heaven and earth, you formed us from the dust of the earth, and by your breath you gave us life. We glorify you. You tasted death for all humanity. and by rising from the grave, you showed the way to eternal life. We praise you. Eternal God, maker of heaven and earth, you formed us from the dust of the earth, and by your breath, you gave us life. We glorify you. Jesus Christ, the resurrection and the life, you tasted death for all humanity, and by rising from the grave, you showed the way to eternal life. Eternal God, maker of heaven and earth, bring comfort to Daniel and Anne in this time of their loss, and also to the many young friends of Olivia gathered here today. Let us now go in peace.
I'll stay with Daniel. If he goes back to his house, you pick him up.
I'll follow you in my car. Where's the baby, Arthur?
We found Olivia in the basement of the academy. She'd hung herself. She was dead. If we didn't take the baby, she'd have died too.
You knew how to perform the kind of surgery
Because
that
I dropped out of med school. Olivia was more than our friend. You know, we loved her.
Not like that bastard Daniel.
He made her life miserable. He smothered her with the music.
So you turned the piano into her coffin to show him.
But for us, Olivia will always be alive. You know, we have a part of her.
Arthur.
You don't have to say anything. You don't have to tell. You can let us get away.
Nobody can love her like we can.
Please don't make us give her back to them.
That's not my decision to make. I know what you did carried with it the best intentions, but this is...
We'll go someplace where no one knows us and we'll live. We'll give her the most wonderful life. That's all we want to do, is give her a wonderful life.
Don't make us give her back. Please.
What will happen to her?
If the DNA proves you're not the father, she'll be turned over to you.
What her future is up to you.
We would have made her happy.
Shh, it's okay.
The congealed lactation of a bovine on a crispy crust, and you eat it cold. It's very good.
Also, the DNA tests. They came back, and Daniel's not the father. Neither is Arthur. Probably never know who it is. Why is it that people who don't want to become parents become parents?
I don't know.
Jared, tell me about your family. You owe me.
For what? This pizza?
No, you promised me you were gonna tell me everything. Come on. Where are you from? You got any brothers or sisters? Come on, what's your favorite color?
You know something? I don't really feel like talking right now.
Okay. Jared?